da 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 da. Kara, we may be spending more time inside. And what makes the time go by much faster? Music.
I have been listening to much more music in the pandemic. Our friend Jim Bozzi is joining us now with some of the latest music news and who has some new music dropping. Hi, Jim.
Hey, how are you guys?
I'm so excited because I just listened to the Dolly Parton Barry Gibb duet, and it is outstanding. I love it.
It's amazing. You know, the Bee Gees are back. Actually, they never left to me. I mean, they're one of the most iconic bands of all time, the Brothers Gibb. A new album comes out tomorrow filled with country artists covering some of their greatest hits. The album's called Greenfields, the Gibb Brothers Songbook, out tomorrow with artists like Keith Urban, Miranda Lambert, Jason Isbell, Little Big Town, and of course, Miss Dolly Parton, who has been everywhere of late. They do songs like How Deep Is Your Love and Jive Talkin' and Lonely Days and Lonely Nights. But Dolly Parton does a version of Words, which was never really a single hit like some of the other ones I just mentioned.
I didn't know that.
It's one of the classic Bee Gees songs that are sort of like, I like to call a little gem. And she does such, you're right, Scott, she does such a wonderful, I mean, you know, she can sing the phone book, as they say, and it's going to sound great. Yeah. So, yes, it's a brand new album. You know, they have that HBO special, which I don't know if you've caught that, the documentary of the Bee Gees.
It's so good. Jim, it's so good. And I was just telling Scott, I learned something that the classic song that everyone knows, Staying Alive, that wasn't supposed to be this way. But the drummer was away because his mother was ill. And they just put a little tape of him repeating this drum roll, and then they were going to replace it, but they liked how it was so much that they kept it. And that repetitive noise that everyone knows in Staying Alive, that was a mistake that then became iconic. So you learned a lot from watching the movie.
A superstar, right? The walk down in Queens. But listen, what's amazing was, and to that point, "Islands in the Stream," right, which was a #1 song for Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton 40 years ago, was originally written for Diana Ross.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and for some reason she turned it down or didn't maybe sound right with her. So Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton ended up recording it and became a major, major hit. By the way, Barry Gibb has not seen Dolly Parton in 40 years.
Oh my God, that is
when they got together. Yeah, when they got together to do Words, it was really kind of a great reuniting of such great artists. I'm very excited about this album.
We are. All right, we're moving on. Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen, who we're just talking about, he's kind of a very fast-rising country star. He has a new album coming out tomorrow as well called Dangerous, the double album. And Walmart was a little antsy, and they put it on in 10 Walmarts prematurely. They weren't supposed to do that. They were supposed to wait till tomorrow to put it on their store shelves. So Morgan got a little ticked off, and now he went over to Target, recorded 2 additional songs, and has Target is getting the bigger album. And so he was like, you know what? And he's telling all his fans, like, hey, forget Walmart, go to Target, which is kind of like, because Walmart kind of was a little, they jumped the gun. So I thought that was really interesting. He played the Xfinity Theater. He opened for Florida Georgia Line, of course, 2019. And you're going to see this kid. He's going to be headlining very, very soon, if not maybe next year.
Does he have a mullet, Jim? Is that a mullet I see on Morgan?
It's a little Kurt Russell and Overboard, Scott.
Okay.
Yeah,
right,
it's a little.
Thank you. I needed some clarification.
Yeah, he's got that.
And Billie Eilish has stuff coming out with other people. There's specialized Yeti coolers.
This is a cause that's near and dear to my heart, of course, because it benefits the out-of-work roadies and the behind-the-scenes crews that have been so clobbered by this pandemic. So yes, Yeti cool, which I love these coolers, these Yeti coolers. Brandi Carlile, Beastie Boys, Mavis Staples, Jason Isbell, they've all designed these own coolers, Grace Potter as well, where you can go to, and I want to get this right, 32auctions.com. And when you bid on one of these coolers that they've designed themselves, they've done amazing jobs with these coolers. You can go to that site and watch. The money goes to the Crew Nation, which is a benefit that Live Nation has set up to help these out-of-work road crews, and Yenti will match up to $100,000.
Wow, that's great. All right, Jim, we're out of time, but I do want to say something to you.
Yeah.
It's only words, and words are all I have to take your heart away. Thank you, Jim. Hey.
I see another duet brewing.
Goodbye,
Nice job,
Jim.
guys.
Here we go.
See you next week.
Bye, guys.